powerful asset you have is your network. It's important to meet and know a lot of people, but it's not as important as the relationships you build with the people that you do know. You always want to be expanding your list. By the way, Kathy Ireland's a lot taller than me, isn't she? Your ultimate goal. By the way, these answers are not going to pop up on your screen, so you'll have to write them down if you want them. You want to expand your list and get to know the people in it. You want to know as much as possible about those people, not just business-wise, but personally, and you want them to know what you do, and that you want them to get to know you. It's almost cliche in our business to say this, but I've got to say it. Number one, they must what? They must like and trust you. As simple as that is, most people operate their businesses in a way that will not allow people to like and trust them. If you go for the throat, whether it's from a lead or from Facebook or from someone you know, they're not going to like and trust you. They must know what you do. That's number two. They must know what you do. Number three, they must remember you. You've got to do things that are going to allow people to remember you. If you talk to them one time, I'm going to tell you right now, most of my business from both companies, most of my distributors and customers came as a result of people that didn't sign up with me right away. And if you talk to them one time and you don't have a way to stay in touch with those people, they're going to go away. And they'll go with someone else when the timing is right. Most of the people don't sign up with you or are negative typically because the timing's not right. And most of the time they don't tell you the reason why they're not signing up with you. And number four, probably the most important, is they must know that you what about them? Thank you. They must know that you care about them. So I was on the phone with a guy named Ray who I signed up in the business. And Ray, I was getting ready to leave on a 2-week trip, and I didn't have time to train him. And so I said, Ray, the only thing I want you to do is I want you to make a list of 100 people, which he said he could do. I want you to write down 100 people that know who you are. He said he could do that. He said, the only thing I want you to do is to call each one of them and tell them that you were thinking about them and you were just calling to say hi. He goes, wow, that sounds a little weird. And I said, Ray, seriously, that's the reason why you're not successful. Seriously, because he was struggling. He's been struggling for years. He's in his late 40s. You've got to have and I don't know how many of you do this, but I keep a journal with me, and this journal right here, this is the actual journal right here. I've got, I don't even know how many of these, 30, 40, 50 of them. And whenever somebody's name pops into my head, if it pops into my head, there's a reason it popped into my head. I write their name down. And that's my prompting to call somebody and tell them I'm thinking about them and just to say hi, to see how they're doing. A lot of times I don't get them. I just leave a quick message. Every day I call 3 to 5 people just to check in. Some days I don't because I'm on an airplane or something, but they're in my list, and while I'm driving, I'm going to be calling them on my hands-free. And I'll tell you what, if you do that without an agenda, if you continue to add people to your list through the people that you meet, and you show that you care about people, it will be very easy for you to approach people about the business. The glue that will make your income stick are the friendships that you build along the way. If you don't have those friendships in your organization will have no heart.